Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Looking for a runner. Tomiyasu clears it away.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Good ball, good take. Mateus! And now they can spring out of defence. Olise takes control of it and he's on the move. And the pass is intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard wins the duel this time.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Mateus. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Played into the middle. Cleared without hesitation. So what can they make of this? Roberto Carlos. He's found a way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Neither side yet able to find the net. Kimmich conjures time and space where few can.
Jeff, Chiba really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Yaya Toure. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And it's Kimmich. Opts for safety. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kimmich. And Mateus. Kimmich. And Mateus. Rijkaard. Approaching the half-hour mark. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Mateus. And it's Serginho. He's had it taken off him. Olise. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Messi. Now there's a... Roberto Carlos! Cleared without... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Gnabry is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Pull it. Lukaku. He's in a great position here. Produces a cross. And he was alert to it. Serginho goes on a run down the left wing. Chance header! Defending of the desperate variety. And that has been clubbed away. Caceres is there, and he can get that clear. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Shot at goal! Messi getting this one clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. Goes looking wide. Rijkaard. And it's Messi.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Jeff Chiba really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Jeff Chiba are probably feeling...
And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Roberto Carlos. It's a mighty effort! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Just eases him off the ball. He's in a good position here. Good read, needed to be. Gnabry. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Kimmich being hounded, manhandled at times.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. And it's Gnabry. Mateus. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Roberto Carlos. For Olise. Looking for the run. And he cuts out the supply. It's a good run down the right. Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Roberto Carlos. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Roberto Carlos was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Olise. Can he get it through? And this is Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's chosen to go back. And it's Kimmich. Looking for options for movement.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution on the field.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. McTominay can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ernest. Thuram. He's on it, can he get away? Rummenigge! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Roberto Carlos. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Can he get on the end of this? Caught offside that time.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Substitution.
Milan making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Seedorf. Yaya Toure. And the through ball. Now this could be a chance. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Lofted in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Pedro Neto. He's having a go! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Zaniolo! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rijkaard. And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Gnabry opts for safety. Over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Mateus. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
The ball has bounced loose now. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Smoothly does it. Now that looks a decent ball. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Serginho. Still goalless at the moment. Cannavaro. And it's Gnabry. And he's forced to go back. He's found a way through. Mbappe. Real chance. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp. Plays a sharp little ball here. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Kimmich goes short, and this... Bullet! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Gnabry.
Jeff, Chiba really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Mateus. Lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pedri. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gnabry is one whose deliveries we all know about. And this is Lukaku, closing in on goal. Real chance! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, this looks sharp.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Deftly away. Kimmich. Ball played for Rijkaard. Matthäus. And it's Kimmich. Knocks it out wide. Played back in. Cruyff wins the duel this time. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Aimed beyond the defence. Chance for a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Seedorf has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Pedri. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. Matthäus. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kimmich. Back into the middle. And that's going up front in a hurry. And he was quick to react. Yaya Toure. Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Matthäus has it out wide and in space. And it's Serginho. And it's played in here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Gnabry. Fired deep towards the back post. And that has been knocked clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Seedorf. Seedorf finds himself offside. They get a throw in. Gnabry. Now it's Haaland. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cruyff. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Pass somewhat off target. Seedorf. Tries a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. He's got tall.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Mendes. Now it's... And Cruyff! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Iniesta. And Mateus. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Hullet, played back. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Iniesta. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Cruyff. Manchester United really will have to throw everything at this now. Takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Manchester United take the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's made its way to him.
Jeff Chiba really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
It's a good run down the right.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rijkaard. And this is Iniesta. Oh, shooting chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. That's that, the end. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Skims one in. And he's there to belt it away. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And this is Romario. Chance! And the ball's come loose here. And that's really well manoeuvred. Foden spots it and intercepts. And it's Romario. And he's intervened well there.
This game could flip on just how well Trent Alexander-Arnold can combine with his attack. I mean, so much depends on his ability to deliver absolute quality.
And he started his career in central midfield, of course.
Yeah, a position some say he should go back to accommodate the fact that he is always in the opposition half, something that has been experimentally done with varying degrees of success.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Spread out to the left. No goals as yet. Mbappe on a charge down the left. He tried running through him, but he was not having it. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mateus. It's Kimmich. Looking for a runner. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Romario. It's a really well-measured ball. Lukaku looks to get on the end of this. Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press. Gnabry. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. And this is Lukaku. Great ball. Tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Serginho is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Kimmich plays it short. This looks... And a chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Shot a goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Played into the middle. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, here's Haaland. Big chance! Goal! First blood drawn. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Kimmich attempts a clearance. Can he get on the... Mbappe! Played into space. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. And the pass is intercepted. Turns back here, probably the best option. Gnabry is looking to influence the game from out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that's an excellent interception. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Mbappe. Mateus. Rijkaard. And it's Yaya Toure. Serginho. And he's forced to go back. He might be in here! And this is Mohamed Salah. Chance, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Serginho. Kimmich. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. That is lovely. Serginho proves... Up he goes! Oh, crossbar! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Haaland gets into a good position. Now the ball's gone astray. Oh, he's been caught napping. There's the delivery. He rises! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Mateus, spread it left. Serginho receives it in a wide position. Elects to cross. Cleared without hesitation. Alexander-Arnold. Ball played for Romario. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Serginho. He's in a great position here. Oh, that was vital. Alexander-Arnold gets rid without sophistication. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Haaland. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's being urged to shoot. Out to the left it goes. Chance for a shot! And how did he not make it four?
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Showing good feet. De Bruyne. It's a good-looking delivery. And that has been cleared. Hullet. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's clever. Cleared away. Saka. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's De Bruyne. Played out to the right.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Hullet. Haaland takes a shot! No mistake! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Gnabry. Over to the other side. Rijkaard opts for safety. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's in plenty of space here. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. Mohamed Salah. And that is as far as it goes. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Now there is a quality striker, Peter, in the shape of Bebeto. Like so many Brazilian strikers of his time, not physically imposing, but fast, agile, intelligent.
And of course, behind it all, a dogged, a determined personality, a genuine footballing perfectionist.
And a player you always wanted to stay in the box.
Has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Stoichkov. Bebeto. Tries to pass it through. Played in deep. Oh, smashing header! Rijkaard! They want to be quick. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Scholes with the cross. And he's there to clear it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gnabry. Oh, they can break here. And he's intervened well there. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Gnabry. Ball driven towards the far post. Chance, surely! Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Alexander-Arnold is looking to influence the game from out wide. Still goalless. And he's forced to go back. Rijkaard. Serginho. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Mateus. Stoichkov. He's picked his way through. Gnabry. Mateus. And it's Serginho. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Bebeto. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? He's in plenty of space here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he's worked it through. Now this... It's Kanu! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Yaya Toure. Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press. Roberto Carlos. Knocks it out wide. Tries a measured ball. He gets big! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pull it. Kimmich. And Mateus. Serginho. And Mateus. And it's Kimmich. Opts for safety. Gnabry. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he was alert to it. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Mateus. Costa Curta. Roberto Carlos. Scholes. Beckenbauer. Can he get it through? And it's Alexander-Arnold. Stoichkov. Bebeto. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Here's Kanu. Aimed beyond the defence. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are back on the way. So the first half brought no goals. Kimmich. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos chooses to go cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Rijkaard. It's Kimmich. Played into space. And this is Lukaku. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short, and it's made its way to him. Goes for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Pullet is offering a wry smile there.
This is their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Kanu. That's headed upfield. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Lukaku. Serginho providing an out. He's got tall. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Kimmich promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Bebeto. Now Kanu. Here's a shot! So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Roberto Carlos goes short. Bullish header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard. Gnabry wins the duel this time. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for a runner. Oh no, what has happened here? Kanu. Now it's Roberto Carlos. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, no goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goalmouth action.
Stoichkov gets a foot in here. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Mitoma. Turns back here, probably the best option. Gnabry is onto it in a flash. And here's Haaland. He could be in here. Shot at goal! And he hits the net. And that could well be the winner.
Look, before we can even delve into the details, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Shoots! Oh, that could cost them.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's forced to go back. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The muscular approach does pay off here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Kimmich. Opts for safety. One-nil as we head towards the end. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Played out wide. Mitoma. Oh, that's nice. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nakata. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Nakata. Roberto Carlos. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Drogba getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
We have already started here.
Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was, and to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Looking for options for movement. Now there's a fine ball. David Villa! Mateus. Serginho. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now McTominay. And it's Kimmich. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got tall! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Threads one in. And it's Serginho. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that has been clubbed away. Still goalless. Baresi.
Jeff Chiba really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence.
Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Dixon. Some good work on the right flank here. Now McTominay. Yaya Toure. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's Serginho. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Hakimi. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, there's the clearance. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Mbappe gets into some space. Toure getting this one clear. Cleared without hesitation. Dixon. Pressing high and with purpose. Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Rijkaard. Now McTominay. Dixon. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pullet puts his foot on the gas. Pullet. Mateus. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Haaland. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Kagawa. And it's Belletti. Driven forward. Gullit looks to get on the end of this. Belletti. Now it's Villa. That has been slung wide. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Kimmich clears. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And please welcome our lads to the
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Played into the middle, and that should get the job done.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's an imaginative pass, and it's been played through, face to face with the keeper. Mbappe. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's a key interception. He's picked his way through. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rijkaard getting this one clear. Rijkaard. There's the header! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Dixon. That is lovely. And it's Gullit. And this is Lukaku. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Now it's Villa. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Matthäus. It's Kimmich. Matthäus. And here's Lukaku. And he's lost his man here. Oh, super ball. And it's made its way to him. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And the shot! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Decent chance! And again! Keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's Hakimi. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Van Bouten. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Hakimi. Mateus did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Hakimi surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Knocks it out wide. Early ball. Nice interception, well timed.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's given a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 4, Gullit. Number 27.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Number 15, Palace. Number 18, Mitoma.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Thuram is herring after that one. That's a throw. Manchester United making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Ambitious ball here, and he's intervened well there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Belletti. Great run on the overlap here. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
3 minutes added time.
Iniesta. It's Kimmich. Can he get it through? Thuram picks it up out wide. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Kimmich. Rummenigge! Now, who's going to be first to this?
They're avoiding...
So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually. Certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
And already we're underway here.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bergkamp. Now Costa Curta. Marquinhos. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Now it's Beckham. Showing great feet there. And he's in on goal. Delivery, he's got tall. Harmlessly behind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
McTominay. And he's forced to go back. Still goalless at the moment. McTominay, very much a man of this moment. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Lukaku.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Mbappe. That's a cute ball. Now it's Darwin. Manchester United claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. There's the header, and somehow he has kept that out. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And Mateus. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bergkamp. Mbappe!
Such good technique.
He's got away. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Decent hit from there. Mateus. And here's Lukaku. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against it. And Hullet! Rice. Conte. Now Costa Curta. Marquinhos. And it's Cannavaro. Bergkamp. Opts for safety. Now Costa Curta. Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? And it's made its way to him. Chance for a shot! And one more try! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction. You get my drift?
He's in a great position here. And he's managed to get free. The ball swung in. Toure can get it clear. Iniesta. Hullet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Haaland. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Lukaku, and it's Iniesta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press.
It will be 1 minute added time.
Played back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Bergkamp. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Both sides. Mbappe! Hullet. And it's Iniesta. Now it's Lukaku. Iniesta. Oh, they could break here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus knocks it out wide. Now McTominay. Now it's Hullet. Passes short and sharp. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Cannavaro. Mbappe. Rice. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Conte. Darwin can be a real threat inside the box. Oh, that's fabulous. Long ball upfield. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Marquinhos. That's a smartly directed ball. That's really well cleared. Has a look and plays it forward. Out to the right. Now it's Gnabry. Gives it back. And this is Lukaku. That is ended up in no man's land. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Costa Curta. For Conte. And it's Marquinhos. Cannavaro. For Rice. Bergkamp. Now Mbappe. Mateus. McTominay.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Gnabry going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Iniesta. And Mateus. Nicely spread. Gnabry. Gnabry with the delivery.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gnabry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he get it through? Long ball by the goalkeeper, and it's Gnabry. Iniesta threads one in, and this is Lukaku. Now there's a fine ball, and that is expertly dealt with.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Mateus. And here's Lukaku. Gnabry tries to pass it through. And this is Gnabry, and it climbs up big! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Lukaku clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Bergkamp, he is through here. Played in deep.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Gnabry. Mateus. Beckham.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Darwin. Yaya Toure gives no quarter whatsoever. And that's it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable.